Now, what if I want to just void resources? We definitely...
Which kind of resources are we talking?
Stone. I tell you what, actually, there's a burner. There's a psi burner, which I think might do what I'm after. Requires fuel. Wood.
I guess on the topic of Undertale fans, will you look into that?
Yeah.
Kind of the predecessor to Undertale was a game, a webcomic called Homestuck, that saw kind of similar levels of extreme fame. And I had specifically read that for a while, and was like a casual fan of the series. I enjoyed the previous work by the author, so I was like, yeah, you know, I'll read this. Hey, this is pretty decent. But the over-aggressive fan base, once again, was kind of a bit of a turnoff. But I remember dressing up as one of the characters for that. And this is like right in the height of when it was in vogue at conventions to just run up and hug people. Without warning or consent or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so I got hugged by a lot of smelly people.
Ugh.
And so that and Adventure Time, because it was like two conventions within like a couple of years of each other, were the only times that I've ever been just like surprise hugged by anyone. Oops, that's the wrong direction. That's probably why that broke.
Doesn't seem positive. Doesn't seem like a positive experience, to be honest. Maybe
it was not, and it was unfortunate because it's like now I cannot get not the mental image, but that experience out of my head.
Yeah.
When I think of those specific fan base products.
I know that you're making processing units somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Would you kindly direct me?
So I'm not making them yet.
Did you not have like a temporary setup or something?
No. My alchemy machine required me to take some extra steps, and so I just decided I would
with you.
Leave that for later. Okay, so processing units. Big issue with them is they're kind of expensive, aren't they?
Advanced circuits, rare metals, sulfuric acid.
So actually it's not so bad.
Yeah, I think we do have everything coming in pretty significant quantities, actually.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide where I want to put it now. Okay, so I'm probably going to put it up either up here or on the other side of the wood.
Yeah? I think this place is probably best. I don't know how big it's gonna be.
Yeah. Because I just know if we're using processing units we use them for a lot of things. So I should probably make it scalable. Are we going to need them for... Yeah, we are going to need them for utility tech cards.
Wait, that's what we're making, isn't it?
Well, I have to make the processing units first.
Yeah. Yeah, let me go see, because there might be a little bit of extra production that I can eke out of... I mean, to be honest, it's probably pretty easy for us to expand the advanced circuit production. I feel like we could definitely expand this area fairly significantly if we wanted to. Like, there's loads of space. Past me was clearly on his game.
Leaving room for improvement.
Leaving room for improvement. So we can basically double, maybe even triple this advanced circuit setup straight away. So, you know, you just go ham. You build whatever you want to build.
I'll work on the processors if you want to work on...
Also, this is sulfuric acid right here. We got the pipes, I presume.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just snag that.
I think we've got more than enough sulfuric acid. Let me go and see if we got enough sulfuric acid, so that we can stay on top of that.
Okay. What I'm gonna say though is we're gonna need a lot more rare metals than this.
Yeah, so the rare metal situation is actually dependent on the processing units, because I need the processing units for the upgraded mines.
Ah.
The electric mines. Hence why I was asking about the processing units.
That makes sense. Alright. Well, we'll be able to make a handful. At the very least. Plus, I can probably... I can go produce some fake ones. Well, not fake ones, but I can use illegitimate means here.
Illegitimate means. I don't actually need that many, to be honest. I mean, 10 would be 10 mining drills.
Okay.
But I mean, to be honest, there's not really necessarily any reason for haste. So don't worry about it.
Well, we just have an Ouroboros bottleneck here.
I mean, I could probably do it with drones for now. In fact, yeah, let me go and just set up a mining depot, a drone depot. I'll go and get that set up. Go.
You might still... Well, no. You won't need anything fancy.
I will definitely get you... I'll try and get you a full belt of enriched metals. How long does it take to make the processing units, actually? What's the construction time?
We're going to find out very momentarily.
12 seconds. Okay, so it's not actually that long, I don't think. That's 12 seconds as a base. Yeah, okay, so that's not a long time, actually. Okay, so we're getting a lot of rare metals, then. Okay, let's get some stack inserters. Yeah, these stack inserters are cracking as well, actually. I like them a lot. Very, very cool.
Okay, here we go. We are now producing processing units. Not in high quantities, but we are producing them.
It's a start. It is a start. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna probably just make a logistics silo. I don't think we need to go full warehouse on these. I don't think we're gonna have the space for full warehouse. Why is there's still a tree here? How does that happen?
How did it survive? How did it survive our deforestation attempts? We tried so hard.
Seriously, we left nothing standing except for that singular tree. Admittedly, it didn't really look like a tree, so I can almost understand it, but... Okay.
Alright.
Yep. We've got processors being built. We've got 70-something.
70-something already? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's good. By the way, the electric mining drill at base level gives us 0.1 rare earth metals per second.
Okay.
Which is not very much. So it takes, what, 10 seconds to give us 1. Which is very slow.
You want to check a mining depot?
That's what I just put one down, actually. I just put one down, and it's... Oh, wow. It's doing a lot of... It's okay. All right, we're probably fine.
So the answer is...
Yeah, the answer is we're probably fine now. Yeah, we'll be okay.
Just get the boys.
Yeah, well, we'll get the boys on the job. Easy peasy. That is incredible. That is simply incredible.
Oh.
This is great. This is great.
Okay, we now have productivity module 3s being mass-produced. Probably doesn't seem that useful. Whew, yeah, that's a lot.
What do we need for the utility cards, actually? It's
Let's see.
processing
So
units.
utility cards... So we're going to need rocket fuel and low-density structures. Low-density structures are actually really easy. It's plastic, steel, and copper.
Okay.
So that can be kind of made wherever. Rocket fuel, on the other hand.
That's unique.
Do we even know how to make it?
No, I've not heard of it, to be honest, though.
No, I don't think we have it. Oh, rocket fuel. Oh, no. Okay, so rocket fuel might actually be really easy to make.
Love to see it.
So 1 iron plate, 30 light oil, and then oxygen to make rocket fuel. So, huh. It's actually really easy.
Great. Just, I'm just gonna continue to work on getting more rare earth metals, but if you need me to come back and do anything more pressing, just let me know.
Let's see. I think I'm good. I'm gonna scale up the productivity modules. Okay. So you have the purple tech cards ready, right?
The purple tech, I believe they're all, yes, they're being transported to the, they're being transported to 3 requester chests just at the top of the science area. And I would actually advise that you probably do the same with the utility cards, so you set up like a requester chest system, because the advanced cards can only be used in the advanced labs.
Okay.
If you catch my drift.
Okay, so I've massively upgraded our productivity module production. So now it's got a bunch of productivity cards on it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Oh! Do I need to dedicate the process... do you need the processing units anymore? Or are you just going to use...
I don't
mining
actually need
boys?
them anymore. I'll
Yeah,
stick with the boys.
Mining,
Yeah.
Holy shit, mining boys.
They're really good.
You can definitely tell they're slower, but the output is so much higher.
I had a, I had 100 boys inside me ready to go, and so I stuck them down, and this is what we got. And it means that we don't have to faff around with manufacturing any drills or whatever. We're just immediately good. So yeah, I guess we're fine. Guess we are fine.
So,
Yeah.
oh no, we actually have purple science actually just being pumped in. So, I guess we can just start doing purple science research.
I think we've done 2 bits of purple science research thus far, but I
Okay.
may be mistaken.
So in that case, it's it's logistics time.
Is this better belts? Better belts?
It's better belts. It's better belts.
Better belts. Very excited by this prospect. It's a little bit ridiculous that we've got this far on just red belts. We're only 17 hours into this playthrough.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do something kind of silly, which is very slowly research ovens, because the T4 ovens come with their own belt recipe that is faster than any normal belt and 1,000 times cheaper.
You and
So
you and your
if we can get
ovens.
these ovens, ooh, if we can get these ovens done, then or the oven research done, then I can just max out our belt speed permanently.
You do love ovens, don't you?
I love ovens.
You really do.
Baking is my favorite form of cooking.
IRL, like for real? No memes?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I feel you on that one. I feel you.
I'm terrible at it. I I bought a bread machine because I'm lazy and I don't really have time to like babysit something in the oven, and so far it has been nothing but a disaster.
I make perfect bread.
Yeah, my fiance makes amazing bread. I don't know if you can hear her in the
I did.
distance, but yeah.
I follow instructions. Terrible.
I think my problem is I am just a little too impatient for my own good.
I think that's a fair comment. To be honest, I think like, you know, if you follow instructions accurately, you're usually able to make, you know, something pretty decent fairly consistently. All right.
I think our biggest issue on science, by the way,
Uh-huh.
is we are bottlenecking hard on that singular lab.
Oh,
That we actually are not getting enough red science to the labs that need it.
that really shows the limit of this system, the one that we've got in place here. I wonder if it would be better to use what are they called? Loaders. If we space the labs out a little bit more and use loaders in between them. Would that work? I feel like that would be much faster.
Yes. I've used stack inserters, which seems to be kind of doing the trick.
Ooh, that's a good shout, yeah.
How much inventory space do I have? Not much. Go clear that out. I'll tear up the lab setup and see if I can make something a little bit
Yeah.
smoother.
Good stuff.
So one interesting thing since we've been playing Factorio and Minecraft
Uh-huh.
more or less simultaneously, I really miss a lot of the button commands from Factorio. Being able to like shift click or control click all of an item set from my inventory into a chest is so nice, and it bothers me that I can't do that in Minecraft.
This is the problem with first person like massive base building strategy games. It's just better in third person. It's better when you've got like a bird's eye view.
Yep.
I'm just
So
yeah.
I take it you've played an amount of you've
Satisfactory, presumably.
yeah, there we go. Sorry,
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
My drones were freaking out for a second. I was trying to figure out what was wrong.
It's all right. It's all right, but again, it's just no Factorio. Like it's just a worse Factorio. And that's what it's always going to be for me, unfortunately, cuz Factorio is just so good. The Factorio is so good, and the modding community is so mature, and
Yeah, having
It's just a better game.
that well-established modding community does make a shocking difference
yeah,
for
absolutely.
quality.
Absolutely. Completely concur. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's a great game. And, you know, Satisfactory very clearly wants to be Factorio, but it's just never gonna be. It's just never gonna be, unfortunately.
I might still attempt to ping you and a couple other people for a Satisfactory run when it's further developed.
I would be definitely
Because I played it
down
with the
that.
VAC and it was a ton of fun, but then I played it solo, and it was less fun.
Yeah, I get you. I would be definitely down for that. I think Alexa actually said that he would be interested in Satisfactory because it's a good game. It's a good game, and it's a. I guess it's better to look at than Factorio, but it's just worse to play. You know.
I will 100% agree with that. Aesthetics, unfortunately mean a lot. Ooh.
Yeah.
I've done some damage to our power setup.
No.
There we go. Hecker.
Oh.
There they are.
My boat's crashed again. Why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep doing that? Who do I blame? Who do I blame? Since they're autonomous drones, I can't blame the captain. Am I the captain? Is it my fault? No, surely not.
Can we just do away with regular labs? Or
No.
like the electric labs?
No, we cannot
We still need them?
because they are the only ones that use. I think it's red and green. If you have a little look at the slots, I replaced all of them with the advanced ones, and then I immediately had to like replace them with the old ones.
I'm looking at the advanced lab. It has red and green.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Am I
at it
just?
now.
Oh, all right. Well, apparently I'm an idiot. Go for it.
Oh, you know what? Here's what it does use. It's the only one that uses the basic tech cards.
Ah, okay, that was it. I thought there was something. I did think that there was something.
Okay. I will come up with some kind of weird alternate setup instead.
Yeah, I don't know what the best way of doing the lab thing is. I think maybe loaders would work. Maybe that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop some loaders in here. I just wanted to see if I could do away with the electric labs entirely. It looks like that's not quite the case.
I mean, you could always have like a separate belt for just basic cards into like, I don't know, 10 or so basic labs, and sort of just sequester that off.
Okay. Can't do loaders.
Loaders are negatory, okay.
Yeah, so the problem with the loaders is that they fill up. They're not selective like arms are. And so an arm will say, "Oh, you're not full up on whatever card. Here, let me pass that along." A loader doesn't think like that. A loader just says, "All right, it's time to just move one item from here to the next spot." And then it just kind of no-brains forever.
No brains forever.
Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do daisy chain stack inserters. Holy crap, you made a lot of these labs.
I have more on my person. I have another 50 advanced labs on my person. And 9 electric labs as well. So you just say the word and I'll give them all to you.
Okay. I'm going to increase the sharing coefficient here so they're more likely to share resources.
It's good with me. Alright. Okay, so we should have a little bit more of a consistent supply of enriched metals. Have you seen any of my increased rare earth metal deliveries up that way, or?
Let's see. Let me double check.
Not yet. It's probably not a massive
It
difference.
doesn't look like it.
It does take like 20 years for you to actually see the improvements that
Oh.
I'm making.
It is because I'm missing one belt. Hopefully a construction drone will deliver that. It might not. Alright, I'll go fix that in a bit. Huh. There we go. Okay, I need more steel.
God, this is the stupidest way to transport. I can't believe we're using boats. This has caused me no end of problems. Like, this is such a stupid way to do it.
But it's more interesting this way.
It's very interesting, and it looks cool, and it's unique, and it's kind of quirky, but it's stupid. It's very stupid. Oh, it's so stupid. Alright. Do you have a philosophy on locomotives?
I go play OpenTTD instead.
Okay.
Belts all the way.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I figured that was the case. Because my follow-up question was going to be, if so, what is your philosophy on locomotives? Do you like to leave them to unload fully, or do you like to have them on a timer, or do you like to...
Like nuclear power, locomotives were something that was handled by a completely different person. When I played previously.
Yeah.
And I've never done a run where I needed them beforehand.
Yeah.
Or at least, I haven't done a solo run where I needed them beforehand.
Yeah. So you are...
On my own, I don't know.
You're philosophically barren when it comes to locomotive opinion.
Yep.
Understandable. All right. I'm here to critique your lab setup. This looks incredible. This looks really, really good. I hate the noise that these labs make, though.
I think I've got the sound effects totally turned off. Let's see. Logistics request. Here we go.
This is good.
I turned off all the sound effects, or most of the sound effects, so the constant ding 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 wouldn't play every single time I got stuck next to the mining drones. I haven't regretted that yet. I don't know about you, but sound effects in games rarely make themselves worthwhile. Usually, after a certain point, I'm just like, yeah, I just don't want to hear this anymore.
Hmm.
Okay.
This seems like a flawed system. It seems like the middle labs are missing out on the goodies.
Yeah.
More inserters.
There we
More
go.
inserters are just the answer, apparently.
Yeah, this way they're the main thoroughfare. And then
That
where's
looks
my
good.
alchemy machine. Here it is. Yeah, it should do the trick. Unless this doesn't work.
This all looks good. This all... It's just a shame that your brand new, fantastic... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I see what you're trying to do.
Yep, there we go. This does work.
Right, so
Free
you're
science.
You're gonna
Where
get...
are we getting it from? Who knows?
Oh my goodness. Huh. That's incredible. That is very good. That is very good. Well done, good sir. That is excellent.
One problem is this is going to have very high power costs. But if we're lucky, we can just kind of ignore that.
Oh, we are actually... we are drastically
Oh boy,
overpowered.
I have destroyed this. Let me go fix that. Wow. Is it? Yep, it's the labs.
It's a problem.
Whew.
That's a problem, yeah.
It's okay. I'm honestly carrying around everything that I need to rectify this problem.
We got tons of rare earth metals, by the way. We are good for rare earth metals.
We're good? Perfect.
Yeah, we're very, very good. Okay. So utility cards. Utility cards need processing units, low density structure, blank stuff. Alright. Do you want me to take a crack at low density structure? Or whatever
Sure.
the heck it's called?
Should actually be pretty easy to make them. It's just a matter of routing the resources around. Alright, so I've solved our power problems.
Good.
This might present a pollution problem. Yes.
Just yes. Okay.
Yes, it will. This area immediately just turned into a... actually, you could even see the pollution is now starting to expand just a little bit. And there are two very bright red pluses on the map from the pollution just being output
Yeah.
by this whole business.
Also the boys. The mining boys over my area. They are
Yep,
very busy.
they're getting messy. I think we did get higher tier air filtering, or we're very close. No, we're just very close.
To be honest, I don't even know if it's worth it. I've got a blueprint that I just stick around, and that, to be honest, just more of those would probably suit. Probably do what we need to do. What the heck? Okay. Biter. Biter research data. Huh.
I guess I'll go look into rocket fuel.
Yeah, alright. You do rocket fuel, I'll do the low density structure. We can come together for the combination. Also, I'm racking my brains at why this setup broke. Where do you make biter research data? So you need to do it in an assembly machine. Wait, what? We're doing an assembly machine 4? Did you upgrade these assembly machines by any chance?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah,
It broke
apparently.
because they don't have a recipe.
No, but like you can't even make them in that higher tier, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, super duper. I've literally never seen that. You can only make it in advanced steam-powered burner assembly 1, 2, and 3. And
I
then
apologize for messing that up then.
it's not even that's not on you, my dude. That's what the heck is that? That's super weird. No, you know what? You know what? I don't think we did mess this up. I think this was an update in the pack.
Oh,
I think this was an
they
update in
messed
the
up
pack.
the recipe.
Yeah, no, so I think they like changed the assembly machine. The blue assembly machine used to be the assembly machine 2, but now it's become the assembly machine 4. And the assembly machine 3 has become the assembly machine 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know why they've done that, but I don't think it was, because I don't think you swapped anything out here. I think this must just be an update. All right, there we go. Super weird though. Very, very, very weird. All right, low density structure. Let's go. Low density structure.
So I should make sure rocket fuel isn't made in a... Is it? Oh.
Fuel processing by
It's
any
made in a
chance?
fuel refinery.
Oh.
That's different. Wait. No, fuel refinery is different from an oil refinery.
Yeah, it's the thing that you use to make fuel for your vehicle, I think.
Okay. Fuel refinery. Rocket fuel. Ooh. Not giving myself a whole lot of room here.
You know, I like to think. I like to think that, you know, you're just making it extra hard for yourself. You're just giving yourself a little bit of an extra challenge, you know?
It is definitely one of those where it's like, after a certain point in Factorio, it becomes less about making efficient factory setups and just making factory setups that jigsaw horribly into whatever
Yeah.
base that you've got.
Because I don't think even the best players can avoid that. I think it just happens.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah. Also, we have accumulators, by the way, which is kind of nice. Our first battery.
Oh yeah. Those are more useful if you're doing solar. If you're
Yeah.
skipping solar,
I don't think we care. Yeah.
yeah, it's like it would be neat, but it would just give us a little bit of buffer to realize, oh yeah, we're running low on power, and then that would be it.
Yeah, not really a worthwhile thing to do.
Okay.
Oh boy. You know what? I'm glad you've not been looking over my shoulder this whole time, because the amount of belt crimes that I've committed, I think that, you know, if you've seen half the stuff that I did, our working relationship would be over. Put it that way. I don't think you'd be best pleased.
I'm pressing X to doubt on that one. I will make fun of somebody for being a goof with their belts. Okay, there's the oxygen. Should work? Working? Yes. Okay, we got oxygen. I don't know. I think I used to be a little bit more... I think I used to care more back in the day about, like, maybe not doing everything properly, but, like... Did I? I don't know. I had a reputation for being hard on people for making goofs. Maybe I still am that way. I just hide it better? I don't know. I've had a couple of, like, you know when you get, like, a bad YouTube comment and you're like, well, was I being a dick here, or, like, did I screw up here? And you get, like, really introspective and sits in your head forever.
Yeah, I'm intimately familiar. Intimately familiar.
Been
100%.
doing this long enough that some of those earwigs are just kind of permanent.
I really just try not to read YouTube comments, to be honest, which is a real shame, because most of them are great, but I just...
The couple that are not are
They
not.
really get to you. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's like...
I've mostly chilled out, I think, in regards to YouTube comments. the catharsis for me is realizing that I have total control over my comment section.
Uh-huh.
You know, I can't control exactly what people say, but if there is somebody that just like does not deserve to have commenting privileges, revoking it costs me nothing.
Okay, I'll counter that with a. From my perspective, my catharsis comes from the fact that I know that I don't have to read them, ever. Like I
True.
just go through my life and I just don't. Here's another thing, actually. I don't watch the news like at all. Like I literally just do not, because from my perspective, it's just not worth it. Like it's just I'm not gonna benefit from it. My mental health is just gonna almost certainly suffer for it.
Dip. Yeah.
And it's like, why would I put myself through it? Not gaining anything.
I read the news more than I probably should, but I feel like to some degree being appraised of of what's going on in the world. Like, I'm not actively hunting down like bad stories, but
I used to think like that. I used to think that it was important to like watch the news, to be, you know, a citizen of the world, to be educated about everything that was going on. But I don't owe anyone that obligation. And
true. I guess part of it is I grew up in a situation where a lot of my relatives are very much head in the sand. The real world does not exist unless it perfectly fits like our own mental. I don't want to say narrative necessarily, but there is very much this feeling of it doesn't matter what reality is if it doesn't conform with my beliefs.
You see, do you not think that the news just encourages that? Like, I think by stepping back,
I think it does to some degree.
I'm more resistant to that mindset.
There we go. Now we have tons of oxygen, and it's still not enough.
What makes up rocket fuel, actually? What is?
It's just metal plate, light oil, and oxygen. Nothing more.
That easy.
Yep.
Nice.
So we can now request it. We've got a fair number of factories putting it out.
Oh, yes. Low density structure. Do you want that to be requestable as well? Presumably.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. All right. Why the heck?
We could try and belt it around. Well, actually, where are your low density structures? They're up here?
Just here. Just where I am right now.
Yeah. Yeah, might want to have those be requestable.
Okay. All right. Well, they're all requestable now, so we can get it set up wherever you want.
I'm just thinking, where do we make the utility tech? Oh,
it's tight. The production tech cards
you
are
know
in
what?
a tight
Actually,
space.
I would make them requestable, but then actually assemble them more or less right next to where you are. Because it's going to require processing units, which you're right next to, low-density structures, which you just made, and blank tech cards, which
are right here as well somewhere. They're around, for sure.
So we're just going to port the rocket fuel over instead.
Let's do it. Let's freaking go.